Have you ever heard the saying, every great project starts with a great decision? Well, in Everton's case, that decision could revolve around a 22-year-old star or a new striker who hasn't even worn blue yet. And the most intriguing thing? Chelsea wants to get in with both feet in the door. But don't worry, because the pieces on this board will move quickly. And in the midst of all this, a name that is familiar to the fans has reappeared, like a summer transfer window déjà vu. Sit down, because today's video is full of twists and turns that could change the course of our club. Like and subscribe, because you'll want to watch it until the end. If there's one thing that gets fans' heads spinning, it's knowing that one of the team's pillars could be in the Giants' sights. And Jarrad Branthwaite today is precisely that name. Chelsea and Tottenham are keeping an eye on him, probing, circling, but nothing official yet. But the story takes on a different tone when the figure being talked about behind the scenes is close to £90 million. But Everton has an ace up its sleeve. With a contract until 2027 and Moyes planning to build the team around the number 32, the tendency is to toughen up the game. Commentator Ian Darke said, "He will only leave for silly money." And let's face it, 90 million isn't exactly silly, right? Even so, selling Branthwaite now would be like removing the foundation of a house about to be inaugurated. The Friedkin Group knows this and is already negotiating a new contract with the defender. It would be the ideal first step to show that Everton is truly on another level of ambition. But defense is not the only area that requires attention. The offensive sector has become a top priority in Moyes' project, and the alarm bells have sounded loudly with Calvert-Lewin's indecision. With no renewal in sight, the number 9's departure seems more a matter of time than of possibility. And that's when new targets emerge. The name of the moment? Nick Woltemade, a young player from Stuttgart with good physical stature, a goal-scoring instinct, and clear interest from the Premier League. But the negotiations have stalled. The agent asked for more than the $2.5 million per year offered, and now the question remains, can Chelsea pounce and get through the negotiations? Even so, Everton is not sleeping on the job. The club is also looking at Thierno Barry, a 1.93-meter striker who stood out with 19 goals for Villarreal and Basel. The idea is clear: bring in two strong names, balance the squad, and avoid the famous ego versus playing time problem. But everything needs to be surgical. With the offensive sector becoming a puzzle, an interesting piece resurfaces. Timothy Weah, a name that was already circulating in the corridors of Finch Farm, the American from Juventus now seems more accessible. Everton has already made contact, but Tottenham also wants the player. And it's worth remembering that Weah has pedigree. He's the son of the legendary George Weah and has already received public praise from Neymar. The Brazilian star has even said that he has everything it takes to become one of the best in Europe. Could this be the striker who can set Hill Dickinson on fire? His numbers are still modest. 5 goals and 3 assists in 30 games for Juve, with only 18 as a starter. But he has potential. There's room for improvement. And Everton, more than ever, needs to invest in players with a high ceiling. Now, if there's one name that never leaves Everton's radar, it's Yuri Alberto. It's like a movie script that's been repeated. As soon as the window starts, he appears. This time, the information has once again emerged that Moyes is interested in the Corinthian striker with an estimated value of £17 million. And the fans? That mixture of laughter, irony, and tiredness took over the X. Comments like, "This guy again?" and "He shows up every summer," multiplied. But is it really true that Yuri has no chance? His record is respectable. 70 goals for Corinthians, 31 for Inter, and more than 100 in his career before he was even 25 years old. The problem is the eternal question: will he fit in with the pace and intensity of the Premier League? It's a debate that divides opinions. What's clear is that David Moyes won't have just any preseason. With a squad that needs surgical adjustments and decisions that could affect the club's entire project, from Branthwaite's permanence to the new number 9, Everton is at a strategic crossroads. But one thing is certain: the fans want to see action, and the Friedkins know this. The moves have begun, the inquiries are on the table, and the expectation is only growing. Now it's just a matter of time until we know which players will really wear blue in the Toffee's new chapter.